Okay, we're going to start the show with this. Remember the old ticket book? We've got our tickets here. It's a ticket register. A lot of tickets, a lot of sports tickets. This one is from the Dodgers from 2011, and I'm not going into prices or anything, but check this out. I believe this is the parking pass below it. Check the price on the parking pass from 2011. $15? You kidding me? $15? That's pretty cool. We thought that was expensive then, but we find out for the playoffs now. Game 1 for the wild card game we just had the other day was $40. And the next day for Game 2 on September 30th, it was $50. Somebody please start the show. 10 countdown. Woo! They're not playing it. I know what it's time for, but we're not playing yet. It's tomorrow. We're recording today, and Saturday's when the NLDS starts, so it's tomorrow. But come on in anyway. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And today happens to be the 3rd of October, and there's a lot going on here. We're going to get to it in just a second. First we're going to round up, see what's going on with let me get this schedule here right. Okay. Today is Friday. Saturday is when the NLDS starts, right? Everybody ready for that? All right. What we're going to do first is we're going to recap the weekend, or actually this past, where are we now? We're at the end of the week. We're the week that had the wild card series, the 2-game series that the Dodgers won. We beat the Phillies 2 games to none, so that's, yeah. But then after that, we're going to get into a little bit of the NLDS, tell you a little bit about it, the matchups, whatever. Then we'll do a quick, short injury report, really short. Then we'll get into the fun stuff later. All right, how's that? All right, we do have a trivia question today. We have some other fun stuff, so we'll get it going. All right, in the news, in case you're hiding under a rock, you didn't know what was going on, or you were just totally out of it. Dodgers beat the Reds 2-0. Now they're going to go off to play the Phillies in the NLDS. So that's what's happening. Quick replay, quick recap of the wild card series. In Game 1, Blake Snell was magnificent. He went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, got 9 strikeouts on 91 pitches. How can you ask more from your starter than that? Along with the help of 5 home runs that we'll hear in just a second, the Dodgers made their way to a 10-5 pummeling of the Cincinnati squad. Pretty wild stuff there. And let's hear those home runs right now. They had 5 home runs in that game, and in the first inning, Shohei Ohtani did this.
He stands in against Hunter Green. It's power against power to kick things off.
Swing and a line drive, ripped right field, back on! Leadoff homer, Shohei Ohtani, a low liner over the right field fence. And just like that, the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. Shohei explodes immediately.
Yeah, okay. I just want to stop for a second and mention, I love the guy better on radio, but he wasn't better on TV. John Boog Sciambi. John Sciambi, he calls himself, but everybody calls him Boog Sciambi. But he did a great job on ESPN TV. I like him a little better on radio, but he's not bad on TV. I did not like his color guy. We won't get into Doug Glanville, but I did like his announcing. And in some of these plays, you're going to hear some of our guys too. So let's go. Second one, in the 3rd inning, we had Teoscar doing this.
In 3rd here. That's drilled left field. That's back on its way out of here. Teoscar Hernandez unloads, and the Dodgers have a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, man. That was unbelievable. And right after that, back-to-back, Tommy Tanks.
I mean, this place is shaking. Here's Tommy Edman. Edman drives one towards the corner, and it's gone.
The Dodgers go back-to-back here in the 3rd. Tommy Tanks adds another. It is now 5-0 Dodgers.
I just love, you know what? even on radio and television, Steven Nelson is one of the best. He's great. We were very lucky to have him. Very underrated. I like the guy. I got to meet up with that guy and tell him how good he is. I mean, he's a young guy, but he's got it together, man. All right, and then Teoscar came back again in the fifth, did this.
Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez has the biggest hit of the night. Drilled out towards right center field. Friedel is back. That one is gone. Teoscar Hernandez, his second of the night, and the Dodgers lead it 6-0.
Baby. Yes, sticking it to those Reds. All right, and then the next inning in the sixth, Shohei had to show him again. Here we go.
2 outs, a runner on. Shohei led off the game with a home run. He has struck out in 2 plate appearances since. On a 1-1. Ohtani, it's a towering ball. Deep right field. He flips the bat and watches it fly. 3/4 of the way up the pavilion. Just a mammoth blast for his second home run. And the Dodgers are pouring it on in game 1.
Ohtani's second of the night, and the Dodgers are feeling great. It is 8-0.
Yeah, I mean, and even though they let up a few runs at the end, it's okay. We beat them 8-4, but I think that was a pretty good showing there of all our guys, and pretty amazing that I mean, it was a 10-5 game, but it was amazing how they did that, and they just kept coming, and the Dodgers had the great pitching, and everything looked great. In Game 2, Yoshi Yamamoto was doing his thing, not to be outdone from anybody. He went 6.2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, and 2 walks. Also got 9 strikeouts in 113 pitches, with Mookie going 4 for 4 on their way to an 8-4 victory for the clincher in the 2-game sweep. The team was firing all cylinders, man. Nobody was left behind. Everybody was contributing. And there were no home runs in the game, which is kind of unusual. But after 5 the previous night, do you care? No. We beat them, and that's what counts. And then Dodgers are on their way to the NLDS. All right. On to Philadelphia. This matchup features the 2 winningest teams in MLB over the past few years. Since the start of 2023, the Dodgers led all teams with 304 wins, including the postseason. And the Phillies are second with 290. So we got 2 really good titans of Major League Baseball fighting it out in the NLDS. Of course, one of those victories for the Dodgers was the big World Series clincher at the conclusion of last season. In fact, the Dodgers have won 2 of the past 5 World Series, while the Phillies are searching for their first title since 2008. So you got a hungry team on one side and a team that's hungry to win it back-to-back on the other side. Should be a good matchup. We'll get into the matchups later. We'll get into the pitching matchup in just a few minutes. Injury report, just a mini one, little injury report, because not that many people are hurt, except for the guys we're not going to see for next year. So we'll wait till next year to talk about those guys. But the big item on the table right now, the gorilla in the room, you want to say 800-pound gorilla in the room, Will Smith. He's had that bad hand because he got hit on the right hand, his throwing hand, by a ball that was coming through from the pitcher, and it wasn't even a foul ball. It was just one that was coming through, and he got nailed with it. Will Smith should be available for some batting, maybe some catching in this series. We'll see how it all works out. We'll see how the time has healed that hairline fracture in his right throwing hand. He told David Vassegh on his last interview after they won the wild card series that he was ready to go. He's been taking some batting practice. He's been throwing a little. So I think he's gonna try and make the start in Philadelphia for Game 1. We'll see. If he doesn't, rest him again. Rortved's been doing a great job, and he's even been hitting a little too and doing those little bunts and stuff. Has been great. So Will Smith, get healthy, buddy. We need you. All right, ready for some fun stuff? I am. I'm always ready for fun stuff. This whole thing is fun stuff. It's Dodgers, man. How can you not have fun when you're talking about Dodgers? Shout-outs. Today we have shout-outs going out to Robert J., John B., Ada O., Vic M., David K., Scott L., Kim N. When I do this, it means they're probably my friends or relatives. Kim N., Michelle M., Nazari A., Luis S., Karen D., Ernie D., Bobby K., Lynn T., Cheryl C., Kathy E., David C., Roger Yee, and you and me, and El Zorro himself, Fox Jabri, Fox Cali, because he is El Zorro. Thank you all for watching. Thank you and you and you and you and you. Thank you all for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Tell all your Dodger loving friends where we are in Facebook. Tell them to like us here on Facebook and follow us on Facebook. Tell them to like us and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button in YouTube. And we're always talking Dodger Blue in here, even on holidays, even religious holidays, even on 4th of July. It doesn't matter what day it is. Days off, November, December, we'll be here. Even in the off season, we'll be here. And I'm glad to have you with us. And one time for the newbies. Any newbies out there? All right. One for all the newbies. Thank you, all the new people. We love you, especially if you're Dodger. Oh, wait, one more. How about the Bay Area Dodgers, way up in the Bay Area? Love you guys even more. All right, this is Dayton Dodger history. Boy, there's a lot of history on this day, but I had to pick one that people don't usually talk about. Here's one that's not too far long ago. How about on this date, October 3rd, in 2009? Anybody know what happened? Dodgers, needing only a win or a Colorado loss for the past week, finally take the National League West title with a 5-0 victory over the wild card Rockies. The title marks Joe Torre's 14th consecutive season in the postseason, having won 13 previous division titles, 10 with the Yankees and 1 with the Braves, and now his second with the Dodgers in 2009 because he won in 2008 also. So that was a good day in Dodger history, October the 3rd, 2009. All right, let's do some quick stats of the day. I got a few here. I didn't go crazy. Some of these are from last time, and if you didn't hear them and you missed them, here they are again. First of all, the Dodgers clinched the West 12th out of 13 years. I'd call that a dynasty. Shohei's 55th homer, of course, breaks his own franchise record and establishes a new one. Andy Paz had 10 assists this year from the outfield. That was number 1 all of MLB. And oh yeah, by the way, nobody heard this one from me, but you've heard it on TV. Guess who the pitcher of the month was last month in September? Yeah, it was Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Wait, I think the player of the month was also Mookie Betts, wasn't it? I think so. All right, now this is a nice one. We ended the season, and I told you about this last time, the Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack watch. Anytime the staff records 7 or more strikeouts in the game, we get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. Team ended the regular season with the pitching staff turning the trick 7 or more Ks 131 times in 162 games played. That equals a mark of about 81% this season. That means 81% of the games we played, we got 7 strikeouts or more and got free Jumbo Jacks the next day. That's amazing. So thank you, team. Thank you, pitchers. Thank you, Jack in the Box, for supporting our team. All right, and they're still doing it during the playoffs. We'll give you a bigger playoff picture next time. They did get in the last couple days, but I'll wrap that up when we do the NLDS next time. All right. Quick hit trivia question. This is another stat that I guess you could call this under the stats. The Dodger franchise has played in 135 seasons. Actually 136 now with this season. From 1890 to 2025. If you do the math, 2025 minus 1890, that's 136 seasons. In that time, your question is, what is the percentage of times they've made the playoffs? Now, I'll give you a multiple choice, but that includes, divisional play, wild card games, World Series before they had divisional play, all that stuff. So the Dodger franchise played 135 seasons. What percentage of times have they made the playoffs? Is it A, 15% of the time, B, 29% of the time, C, 35% of the time, or D, 40% of the time? And we'll give you the answer in just a few minutes. That's a pretty good question. I was wondering that myself. Dodger franchise has played 136 seasons now, 1890 to 2025. What percentage of times of those years have they made the playoffs? 15, 29, 35, or 40%? All right, we'll tell you in a few minutes. Let's get you out to the ballpark. Game 1 will be tomorrow, Saturday. If you're watching me Saturday, it is today, Saturday. But whatever you do, it's October the 4th, okay? It's tomorrow, not October the 3rd. Game 1 will be tomorrow, Saturday, October the 4th. First pitch scheduled for 6:38 p.m. Pacific time, Eastern time, 3:38 Pacific time. 3:38 Pacific time. Cheryl Alert, National TV, TBS. Where else can you see it? You can also see it on True TV and HBO Max if you have it. All series are available in the U.S. on MLB.tv with authentication to participating pay TV providers. Games are also available live internationally, although not in Canada. Sportsnet is MLB's exclusive English language broadcaster in Canada for every postseason game. So if you're watching me in Canada, go to those guys, okay? You got it. Sportsnet in Canada. Sportsnet is MLB's exclusive English language broadcaster in Canada. While TVA Sports will be covering the entire AL postseason and the World Series in French, and broadcaster RDS will cover the entire NL postseason in French. Okay, that's things you need to know. All right, so tomorrow, Saturday, 10-4. 10-4, backdoor. Shohei Ohtani with his 1-1 record and all those home runs. Wait a minute. And his 2.87 ERA. Come on. Nobody mentions that. He's going up against left-hander Christopher Sanchez. He's 13-5 with a 2.5 ERA. That's pretty good. Two really good pitchers tomorrow. 3:38 p.m. over TBS television network here in the United States of America. Got that? Game 1, TBS. In fact, all the games in the division series will be on TBS for the Dodgers and the Phillies. Have you got that? Cheryl alert. Cheryl alert. All Dodgers-Phillies games in this series for the division series will be on TBS. Tomorrow's game on Saturday starts at 6:38 Eastern, 3:38 Pacific time. All right. And Sunday, we have the schedule. It's going to be the same time. Well, actually, it's a little early. It's going to be 3:08 p.m. on TBS. No, I don't think they've announced their pitchers yet. While you're watching me live recording this, I'm going to look to see if they've announced them yet. How about that? All I got to do is go to the Dodger website. We'll see if they did. So far as I recall, before I had lunch this afternoon, they did not show who's going to be pitching in the second game. So we're going to find out right now if we can. I'm sure their website's getting stuffed with people right now. Yeah, they're not showing it. Let's see. Let's go to ESPN. They always have it too. Everybody's online right now. What is it, lunchtime? Yeah, everybody's. I can't get a thing. Let's go on my phone and find out. None of it's coming up. I wonder what's going on with our signal here. All right, let's see what's going. Oh, there it is. Okay, MLB. Let's look at the schedule. All right, in real time here, we're doing the schedule as we record digitally. And MLB is showing me, yeah, Shohei Ohtani, Christopher Sanchez, we know that. Let's see if Sunday's showing. No pitching shown on Sunday or Monday. So there's no other pitching going on here. We don't know. Just Shohei Ohtani, Christopher Sanchez in Game 1 of the NLDS tomorrow on TBS for the Dodgers at 3:38. Game 2, the rest of the schedule I can give you. Monday's game is going to be at 3:08 Pacific time on TBS. Game 3 is back here in Los Angeles on October 8th, okay? All right, you got that? They get a couple days off, I guess, in between. So October 8th on TBS. We don't know who's pitching. And we don't know what time on Game 3. Game 4 also in Los Angeles on October 9th on TBS. And if necessary, a Game 5 on October 11th in Philadelphia on TBS. We don't know what time. Now, just for the record, and you want a few more statistical things, this is the 6th time, all-time, postseason meeting between the Phillies and the Dodgers, with the previous 5 each coming in the NLCS. The Dodgers won the 1977-78 matchups, and we remember what happened then. We beat the Phils, but we lost to the Yankees. While the Phillies won in 83 and 2008 and 2009, and since 2022, the Phillies are 13-5 at home in postseason, 7-9 on the road, and that's all I got for you on that. It should be a good matchup because there's really 2 good teams coming together here, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, let's answer the quick hit trivia question for you today. A few minutes ago, we told you the Dodger franchise has played in 136 National League seasons from 1890 to 2025. In that time, what is the percentage of times they've made the playoffs in any form? Is it, and that goes for wild card and NLDS and LCS and World Series. Is it 14% of the time, 29% of the time, 36% of the time, or 41% of the time? Anybody know the answer? Dodgers have made the postseason in their 136 years in the National League 39 times, and the math comes out to 28.6 or around 29% of the time. pretty decent to have maybe almost a third of the time of playing all those years. They've made the postseason in some manner. So that's showing you we've got a winning team. Right? Right. How many of you got it? Was it? Anybody get it? You get it? All right. Good job. Okay. Other cool stuff. Don't forget I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about our team and Facebook page from time to time. So check back often, will you? And also, we're going to give you some off-day stuff, but we don't have any off-days yet. So when the first off-day comes, check back at Facebook here on this page for some off-day type of stuff, whether it's Dodger content, fun stuff, player interviews, whatever we got, we'll throw them in there for you. The last time we threw in some Willie Crawford, Bill Sudeikis, Bill Buckner, Tom Haller, and Bobby Valentine stuff from 1970, and that was a blast because not many of you guys were around then, but I was, so that was fun. All right, I know Roger liked that one, had Willie Crawford, right, Raj? Shout out to Roger one time. By the way, somebody asked me the other day, why do you have that Roger Yee guy in the shout outs every time? Well, besides the fact that Yee rhymes with B and C and D and G and all those guys, he was the guy sitting next to me in my season seats when we watched Game 1 of the 1988 World Series together live at Dodger Stadium. And Raj was there with me. Right, Raj? Yeah, good vibes on that day. Let's take those good vibes into this playoff. All right, so we're going to talk to you again soon. I don't know if we'll wait till the very end of the series for this. We might go in an off day. So be watching the Facebook and YouTube spots because we might go in an off day when we're traveling. And at some point, I think we have 2 days between games or something. Pretty crazy schedule. So just be watching, and we'll try and let you know the day before when we're going to put something in there. All right? All right. Anyway, come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers next time. I'm Randy, you know who you are. Come on back, and we'll do it again in the first off day in between in this series. Go blue. Wear all your blue. Represent wherever you go. And don't forget, no more tickets anymore. They're all on your phone, right? Okay, if you're going. If you're going to the game, take some pictures. Let me know. Give me a little review of what you see. And if you like what you see and you want to write to me, you can do it at letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. And if I use your picture or I use your name on any of these, I will send you a home run call from some of the playoffs. How about that? All right? All right. See you next time right here on Let's Talk Dodgers. Go! Go blue!
Play ball!
Tomorrow, Saturday.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.